Straight ahead, we get to a middleweight matchup between Vitor Belfort and Lyoto Machida.
Hey guys, my name's Connor from the UK Game Bureau, and welcome to our EA Sports UFC 3 simulation and prediction of Vitor Belfort vs Lyoto Machida. So first of all, we're going to have a look at Vitor Belfort's record. He's coming into this fight with a record of 26 wins, 13 losses and 1 no contest, with 18 of those wins being by knockout. In his last 4 fights, Vitor has 1 win, 1 no contest and 2 losses. Both losses coming by way of knockout, and the no contest was also a knockout loss, but was later overturned due to Kelvin Gastelum failing a drug test. Vitor Belfort is known as one of the most dangerous strikers in UFC history. He has highlight reel knockouts over people such as Dan Henderson, Luke Rockhold, Michael Bisping and Yoshihiro Akiyama. However, his form as of late hasn't been too great. He went on a 3-fight knockout streak over Michael Bisping, Luke Rockhold and Dan Henderson, and then fought for the title against Chris Weidman and lost in the first round by TKO. Since then, he's had 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 no contest, so as you can tell, he's been a bit up and down ever since he was on that good streak when he went and fought for the title. Now, Vitor is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but you hardly ever see him off of his back, you hardly ever see him working submissions. He instead does choose to strike, and he is one of the most dangerous, speediest fighters in the middleweight division. He has a lot of power, especially in his left hand and in both of his legs. He's not afraid to throw high kicks and wheel kicks, and he really can knock you out with any technique that he throws. It's also worth noting that a lot of his knockout wins come in the first round, and in the first round of every fight he does tend to flurry someone and try and finish them early. So let's have a look at Lyoto Machida. He's coming into this fight with a record of 23 wins, 8 losses, with 9 of those wins being by knockout, and he is 1-3 in his last 4 fights. His last fight was a split decision win over Eric Anders in a 5-round main event, and prior to that he was knocked out by Derek Brunson, Yoel Romero and choked out by Luke Rockhold. Machida is actually in a very similar place to Vitor Belfort, in that he had a good streak going. He had beat Mark Munoz and Gegard Mousasi, and then fought for the title against Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman won a unanimous decision, and since then Machida's been very up and down. He rebounded from that loss with a knockout win over CB Dollaway. Then he had that 3-fight skid against Rockhold, Romero and Brunson, and then his split decision win against Eric Anders. Like Belfort, Machida also has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but you hardly ever see him use it. He instead does choose to strike as well. However, unlike Vitor, who is very aggressive with his striking, Machida is very much a counter fighter. He was the first real guy to use karate and MMA, and he has a highlight reel of knockouts due to catching people as they come in. Other people such as Mark Munoz, Ryan Bader, and Randy Couture. This fight's very interesting to me because it's a fight that both men really need to win. They're both in the same situation, and really it's going to determine which one of these guys kind of stays relevant. But it's worth noting that Vitor has said that this will be his last fight, although he did say that in his last fight as well, so who knows if this really will be Vitor's last fight. The fight is also taking place in Brazil, and both of these guys are of course Brazilian themselves, so the crowd is probably going to be very split on who they're supporting. And it also means that technically neither man will really have the crowd advantage. Also of note is that Lyoto Machida is 39 years old, coming on 40 very soon, and Vitor Belfort recently turned 41. So as you can tell, both of these guys are coming to the end of their careers. And what worries me for this fight for Machida is that when you get older, the first things that start to go are how much damage you can take, so how good your chin is, and your speed as well. And Lyoto Machida relies on his speed quite a lot. Vitor does have speed as well, but he has insane power to go along with that speed, and power never really goes. Just look at Dan Henderson. For me, this fight is going to be won in the first round by either of these fighters. I really can't see it going on to be a 3-round slugfest. I can't see it being a decision win for either of these guys. I think someone's getting knocked out in the first round. For Lyoto to win this fight, I think he just needs to be very, very careful, because Vitor will come for him. He is going to get in his face, and Lyoto just needs to counter with that straight left, try work the body a bit as well to try and slow him down, and just work his counters. He can't get aggressive with Vitor, because if he gets into a brawl with Vitor, he will not come out the better of that fight. Vitor, on the other hand, just needs to get straight at Machida straight away. When Lyoto Machida fought Derek Brunson just went from straight away, clipped him hard, knocked him down, and then finished him on the ground. That's exactly what Vitor needs to do. He needs to get in his face quickly and just throw hard shots at him. He can't think about reserving his cardio for 3 rounds. He just needs to go for it in this fight and try and knock him out in the first round, which is exactly what I think he is going to do. Both these fighters do have the opportunity to win this fight. They both have very good skills. They're very different fighters in the same situation, but I think Vitor just has a bit more riding on this, and I feel like in Vitor's older age, he still has more skills to win fights than Machida will. He doesn't rely on things such as speed. He doesn't rely on his chin. He relies on his power, and that power will not go away. Whereas Machida will be relying on his chin, which as we've seen in his recent fights, can't hold up to the big strikes anymore. And he also relies on speed to get those counters off, which again, as he's turning almost 40, his speed is not going to be what it once used to be. so I'm going to go with Vitor Belfort knockout in the first round. So on our EA Sports UFC 3 simulation of Vitor Belfort versus Lyoto Machida, we had a Vitor Belfort win at 4 minutes 38 of the second round due to a guillotine choke. And if you're planning on watching this fight, let us know in the comments down below, either on YouTube, Facebook or Twitter, and let us know your prediction and we can see if anyone gets it right after the fight. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button down below, and as always, to see more videos coming soon, please subscribe to the channel.